I'm thinking maybe I should take off the crown. Okay, we're going in. I hope this will be fun and I won't catch. Disconnect.
So once you get inside, you can feel free to craft any actions that you require and speak to Drake if you need to appraise any logograms. Drake does not follow us inside the arsenal, so if you do need to appraise any logograms, please do so now. However, crafting can also be completed inside the arsenal. Please do not pop any expensive actions at the moment, just in case we do need to change instance, because this is an older instance, so there is always the possibility that we may have to do that. Otherwise, you can speak to the Expedition Scholar in base camp to ensure that you have the Baldessian's arsenal unlocked. If they attempt to trade you an etheric stabilizer, then you have BA unlocked. We do not need etheric stabilizers for the run itself. However, it is always a good way just to check and make sure that you have the ability to come and join us. You do also have to be level 60 before the Ovni Fate, so just in case anybody is not level 60, you would need to be leveled up before the Ovni Fate. Even if you get to 60 on the Ovni Fate, you will not get the buff that will allow you to join us inside. Otherwise, you can scout for any fairies. If you see them, please do not shout them in shout chat. Please just let your party lead know, and we can then get that coordinated to everyone else in the run. And otherwise, feel free to do any bunny fates or help the instance spawn any fates. We have just had a calamari pop, so feel free to help out with that as well.
I found a fairy and we're just marking up them and we will take them later.
So the weather has just changed. We've got about 20 minutes from now, provided that the instance stays open before OVNI is due to spawn.
Because nothing is happening, but I'm going to another fate. Don't kill me, please. Is it up yet? Okay, leave me alone. Wow, I'm getting some logograms.
And there is our ovni. So, if
Yay.
everyone could please head to Ovni Rock as quickly as possible. Party lead, once you have your full party at Ovni Rock, then feel free to do some ready checks. As I said previously, everyone can be in the fire element, and please make sure that you do get some hits in, especially if you are a healer. All tanks can put on their tank stance, even blue DPS, to make sure that we get as much enmity as possible into the parties, which will increase everyone's chance at a gold rating, which we will need to get the buff to enter BA. Once everyone is down at Ovni Rock and ready, I will coordinate a pull timer with the instance, and we will then be able to start going. In the meantime, just make sure that you don't pull Ovni early, and if you do, then just leave the Fate area.
I did it a couple of times already, so I know some mechanics. And for Ovni we need someone with Dispel, because about a 20 HP he cast to himself a very high defense.
So, I'm not hearing any objections, so we will be going in 20 seconds. And just as a reminder to all tanks, please do remember and put your tank stance on for the Fate. And we can pull now. Dodge any orange that you see under you. That way. And this cast will need to be dispelled. Thank you. Next we will be going in or out. And we are going in right under Ovni's hitbox. Very far in. Please raise any dead that you see. And dodge any orange.
This is so interesting to do with support.
Next will be Ion Shower. Please take the marker away from the group. Please take it away from the group. And do not be standing next to the person with the marker. If you see it under Ovni, it is a visual bug. Then dodge the conals.
This is a raid-wide damage.
And this will need to be dispelled again. If you die now, please do not accept any raises until the Fade has been killed. And you can see the next Ion Shower. Please remain within the Fate area.
Okay, I have
And party
some
leads, please check that everyone has the buff.
blue
If they do,
buff.
then please feel free to post your portal macro. We do have 3 DPS spots available in the run, so if there is anyone from support who would like to join the main run, please let your party leader know, and we can get coordinated for getting you into the main parties. Everyone else can head towards a ferry. We won't be taking them just yet, but we can head towards there before we take our ferry buffs and look to head inside BA. After BA, we will be waiting for the red portals. And just as a reminder, when you are going towards your portal, if there is any mobs who are particularly aggressive and who would want to attack you, then you can wait slightly further back from your portal, and you can also enter the portal whilst mounted and in combat.
I'm nervous. We're waiting for portals now.
So, blue portals have now spawned, so if you do have a particularly long way to go for your portal, then you can take your fairy buff now. Otherwise, you can give it another couple of minutes.
Okay, I'm not confident if I have enough time. So I will go now. Okay, it's not under attack. Very good.
And that is 1 minute to red portals, so if you have not yet taken your buff, please do so now, and head towards your portal. Once they turn red, then you can head inside. And if you wait on the bridge when you get inside, then some lovely people will be handing out to shell and protect.
Yay! We're going in soon. I am so nervous. And I will turn on music.
And red portals have spawned.
Okay, I'm in and watching cutscene. This is interesting.
Feel free to watch your cutscene if it's your first time. And please wait on the bridge for Shell and Protect to be applied. You can also pop your Spirit of the Remembered at this point, as well as then your appropriate job wisdom. You can also use the command /magia auto, which will cause your magia wheel to spin to the offensive element for all of the mobs that we're fighting. There are refresh healers in each party, so this can be this will constantly be able to be used. Once you have Shell and Protect, then please step off of the bridge, craft any remaining actions which you need to still craft, and then once you have done that, then please head to the side that your party lead will have marked down, so that we can get an idea when people are ready.
Oh, I missed that part where we should go. Okay, I am applying this. And I will replace my logograms. Okay, it's failed. And another one.
So if you do not have Shell and Protect at this point, please head back towards the bridge just so we can make sure that everyone has this. So that our peeps who are using Shell and Protect can craft their actions as well.
And if I'm ready, where should I go?
And we can drop down whenever we're ready and start with the demon wall. There's nothing special about the demon wall, it is just a large chunk of health.
I guess we're...
And a great death L target if anyone has it. From this point onwards, as I said, everything will be pulled towards us, so please do not attack enemies until aggro has been established on them. Please focus the Pirogo first. And dodge any orange that you see underneath your feet. From the Magi.
Oh. I'm scared.
The Bybelosses will be pulled one at a time, and they will be pulled into the wall. Please remain on their side at all times, as they do have a nasty cleave attack. If we see Magic Hammer, Chuck will stun the first one. Stun, stun, stun. Thank you. And for the second Bybeloss, it's exactly the same, but anyone can stun the cast of Magic Hammer. Please again remain on this side of the Bybeloss at all times. So, up ahead you should see Owain. If you see Art, you are in the wrong call, and if you pop down one, they would be happy to have you. For Owain, the key mechanics are the summoning of spears around the arena. Owain will then change their element to either be the fire element or the ice element, and the spears will also change to be one of these elements. We want to get under a spear, which is the opposite colour to Owain. So, if Owain is in the fire element, we want to get under any ice spear, and if Owain is ice, we want to get under any fire spear. I will call this out as we see it, otherwise we will see some tank busters and raid wides, which again I will call out, but these will be...
Okay, I get it.
Something that will only really affect the main tank. And just making sure that our healers are able to shield up before the raid wides. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to say no to the ready checks, otherwise we can check and make sure that we are all ready to go. We do have to coordinate a pull timer with the other side, as these bosses do need to be pulled together so that they don't enrage and kill the other side.
Wow.
So we will be waiting on our side to get to their boss as well.
I've never done... I've never read the guide for this boss. This will be interesting. music here is kinda pretty. I like it.
Okay, we will be beginning a 20-second countdown at exactly 13 on the Arsenal timer, so from now. So if you have any braveries, you can hand these out. Ranged and casters can limit break on 4 seconds, and the tank will pull on 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, limit breaks, 3, 2, 1, pull.
First
up will be Tank Buster. And the next cast will be a Raid Wide, so healers can shield up. Next we will see the summoning of the Spears. Make yourself familiar with the locations. And Owain will change element now. Owain is ice, we want to get under any fire spear.
I see it now. Not so hard.
And we will see these mechanics repeat again. But we won't because Owain is dead. At the top of the next large set of stairs, there is a trap. Please do not move past the top of the stairs until the trap has been revealed. Once it has been, you can stick to the left-hand wall and move up the stairs. There can be, in the next room again, there can be traps quite close to the stairs, so please hug the wall tightly. Move around the trap and then stick to the left-hand wall. The ghost has been pulled. Please stick to the wall until the traps have been revealed. And everyone will be coming over to Owain's side as there is more room there. There is a treasure coffer at the back of the room. This is personal loot, so please make sure that you collect this. From this point, Chuck will be our main tank, so they will pull everything towards us. Please do not attack the enemies until Chuck has established aggro on all of them. We are pulling the Magi first. White mages, this is a great time to spam Holy, and as we will be changing elements frequently throughout this corridor, make sure to refresh every so often if you are a refresh healer as well. Dodge any orange underneath you, there is nothing too complicated about the Magi. Next will be the Sprite. If you see a banish cast from the Sprite, then please make sure to interrupt this cast.
I tried, but we killed it too fast.
Arena. This will be faced away from the group, so that its large conal does not point into the group. And that's a great death L target. Next we have 2 centaurs. These do need to be slept on the berserk cast. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Thank you. And there will be a second centaur.
This is so funny. Interesting.
And again, please sleep the berserk cast. Thank you. Up ahead, you will see Raiden, the first of the bosses that we will fight as a combined team.
Shinzantuken.
For Raiden, the key mechanic that they will cast is Amina Sakahoko. When this is cast, Raiden will do a backflip and a large point blank AoE, which we have to make sure that we are not standing in. and then immediately after will perform a donut attack. So after the point blank AoE, we want to get right under Raiden's hitbox. Prior to that, they will do some type busters and a raid wide, but the main mechanic that we'll be focusing on is Alyssa Rosen. After this, Raiden will disappear. We will all move to the 1 marker. We will stand together, and Raiden will reappear on either B or D, which will be marked by your party leads. We will turn to face Raiden. He will swing his sword around and will cleave the side of the room that his sword ends on. At the same time, there will be puddles, which will be baited, which is why we are all waiting at marker 1. When the puddles spawn, please run out of these first. You do then have time to adjust for the cleave afterwards, so I will call out which direction that we need to run in. However, if you are unsure, then make sure that you avoid the puddles first and then adjust for the cleave. There is time to do so. You can always run towards Raiden first and then move left or right accordingly. For the entirety of the first section of the fight, prior to Amino Sakahoko, casters and ranged can be at max casting range, and melees will move out as soon as the cast of Amino Sakahoko begins. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask them. Otherwise, party leads, we can do some ready checks.
Okay, I haven't remembered anything, so I guess I will just follow the group.
Is also ready. So we will begin a 20-second countdown from now. Once again, if you have limit breaks, these can be used by casters or ranged on 4 seconds, and these can go out from now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, limit breaks, 3, 2, 1, pull. We will begin with a raid wide, so healers can healed up, and if Raiden can please be tanked to the A marker. Thank you. All the way to the A marker. Next will be a tank buster. And then Raiden will electrify the edges of the arena, which we will not be standing on at any point. The next cast will be Amino Sakahoko, so melees, please get ready to move out at the beginning of the next cast.
I forgot to use.
Move out now, back behind the 1 marker. Everyone move out. And in under Raiden's hitbox. And everyone move to the 1 marker.
Okay.
Raiden is on B. Pop sprint. And running right. Everyone run right. And wait for the cleave. And back on the bus.
Alright.
Next up will be another raid wide. And we will likely see lancing bolts. Please spread these if you get a marker, however this will not resolve. Excellent. Please make sure to pick up your chest on the B marker. Good luck on getting either of the rare swords.
Wow, so fast.
And in the next room there is another trap, so please do not enter the room unless you are a trapper or the tank. The tank will pull everything towards us. And please focus the fans first, as they do have a nasty line ale.
Loose scribe.
Loose, can someone please pick up the loose scribe? Thank you. Please face the Calcut away from the group. We will sort out a sacrifice for the permanent casualty once the the enemies in this room have been cleared. We will clear the bibliotaphs first. Once the bibliotaphs are dead, if the healers could please call the sacrifice for the permanent casualty. Thank you.
We're going right.
Up at the next set of stairs, there will be a treasure chest at the top of at the far end of the room. However, there is a trap in front of it, so please do not go ahead until the trap has been revealed.
Okay.
I can see the predictions coming in already. The trap was right today.
It's like Palace of the Dead, a bit.
And everyone is up. Fantastic. If you died, please make sure to pop a new Spirit of the Remembered and reapply your job wisdom. In the next corridor, we have the Sprite. First and foremost, again, this will need to be interrupted if we see the Banish cast.
Yeah,
Trappers can check the
try.
fire and ice rooms, but fire and earth rooms, but please only do so if it is safe to do so. If you detect anything in these rooms, then it is the portal. Please do not have to. Oh, loose maggots in earth room. And the Sprite has been pulled as well. So again, please interrupt the Banish cast, thank you. You do not have to scout the other rooms, you will detect something in all 4 of the other rooms, so these do not have to be scouted in advance. The Logos will be pulled next. And the second Logos as well. And then we will have a final Sprite. From this point, I don't know that we've seen a chest yet, so from this point, Chuck will decide which rooms we are taking first. And we are going into ice first, so please allow all of the enemies to be pulled out of the room before anyone enters. Oh, there's a loose Viking. Ah, perfect. We have a chest in lightning as well. So we clear ice room and see if we can find a portal. There should be 2 traps in the ice room. And no portal, I assume. So we can go into. We're going into water next.
Water?
Go into water next. Again,
Okay.
please do not enter the room unless you're a tank or the trappers. And please allow the tank to establish aggro and bring all of the enemies out to us. These have a nasty conal attack, so please stay very close to them. And we do have a portal in water, so we will go and get our chest in lightning first. And then we can head through the portal.
Interesting. I am excited.
So there is no need to detect the traps in this room. We can just pull all of the enemies out. Sorry, no, we do need to detect the traps. My apologies. Going in for
Oh
chest.
no. Oh no.
So please dodge any orange that you see on the ground. It is a nasty AoE from the lightning bombs. So once the traps have been found, then we can head in and collect our treasure coffer. And then we will be heading to the water room to head through the portal. As you head through the portal, there is another treasure chest on the right hand side. And once you pick that up, if you have picked up all of your chests so far, you should have 12 Eurekan fragments. At the bottom of the stairs, there is another corridor with a trap in it, so again, please do not enter the next room unless you are a tank or the trapper. Kill the ghost first. And there is a Porogo that has been pulled. That is far. Kalka is next. Kalka will be faced away from the group. And we have some more ice mobs here as well, so we can take him out next. And then finally there is one more Porogo. Trap has now been revealed. So trappers, you can go ahead and start scouting the elemental rooms. Just be aware of the ghosts, make sure that you don't touch them as they do aggro on touch. Everyone else, we have 2 more ghosts to take out before we then head into our support rooms, at which point your party lead will mark which room you will be heading into.
I wonder how long was it take to clear it the first time.
So, party leads, mark the room that your party will be heading into. In each room there will be a trap. The tanks should pop this trap with their invulnerability. If you're a Dark Knight, please make sure that you coordinate with your healers before using your invul. Once the trap has been popped, then you can head inside.
This was so scary.
And once your party is inside and fully ready, then you can do some ready checks, party leads. We may have to wait a couple of minutes before we spawn the support fate because there was a Goldemar which popped in instance. So we may be waiting just a moment for that. Refresh healers again if your party is not at 5 charges. This is normally a good time to get some free charging time doing this. So for all tanks, you will be able to now have your tank stance on for in this room. There will be 2 enemies that will spawn in each room. I won't be able to do callouts for each room, but with the Kalkas and the Brinas, so the water and fire rooms, please make sure that you stay close to the enemies as they do have some nasty AoE attacks. And if you are not in a defensive wisdom, then please make sure, tanks, that you set your magia wheel to magia defensive for the room that you are in. Okay, so all parties are now ready. So, tanks, you may now, whenever you're ready, step into the blue buffer if you have your tank stance on. and I will make support aware that the fate is incoming.
Okay, see now why donuts.
And once you have cleared your room, you can head towards the large doors. Once all of the rooms are cleared, the doors will open for us and take us back into the raiding arena. If you've missed your chest in the raiding arena, you can pick it up again at marker B.
Oh,
And
we've
we will
been
have
here
some more mobs to
already.
kill in the last corridor before Absolute Virtue, where we can take our break whilst we wait on our friends from support coming to join us. So once again, wait behind our tank until they have established aggro before we start killing any enemies. Please focus the Pirogo first. And we have a couple more books here. And for the last two enemies, please do not use Death L on these enemies. We will use these to build our job gauges. However, in the case of the Centaur, we will still have to sleep the Berserk cast. But it will be the IKEA bookshelf first. And finally the Centaur. Sleep, thank you. And once we get up to the next bridge here, you can wait on the north side of the bridge for some lovely people who will be handing out shell refreshes. We do not need protect from this point onwards. And any refresh healers, once your party is at 5 Magia wheel spins, we will not need any further refresh for this part of the run. This is where we can take our break, folks, so if you need to use the bathroom or get a drink or pet your pets, then feel free to do so, and please be back at 12:20 ST. Right, so looks like support have started to join us as well, so we can start explanations for the next boss, Absolute Virtue. Perfect, so the main mechanics, most of the main mechanics of Absolute Virtue will revolve around colour changes, light or dark. At various points, AV will change their colour. You will be able to see this either by the bracelets on their wrists, the halo above their head, or their buff bar. You will also see a buff on there. The first thing that we will see is puddles mechanic. If the puddles are the same colour as AV, they will double in size. So when we see the first set of puddle mechanics, we will only see one colour, and these will always double in size. It is to give you an idea of exactly what that will look like in practice. When we see the puddle mechanics that involve both colours, then the way to avoid this is to stand close to a puddle of the opposite colour and away from the colours that AV is. So if AV is dark, you will stand close to a light puddle, and if AV is light, you will stand close to either 2 dark puddles or a dark puddle and the wall. Do not stand in any puddles, as when they explode, they will kill you if you are in either colour of puddle, but until they explode, you can move across them if necessary to get to the right place. Next we will see the room split. AV again will be either light or dark, and I will call out which side of the room we are going to. We will go to the opposite colour. The other colour mechanic will be Turbulent Ether, where 8 random players will be tethered to orbs. There will be 4 light and 4 dark orbs, and you want to take your orb to a small puddle of the opposite colour. So if you have a light orb tethered to you, you want to stand in a dark puddle, and if you have a dark orb tethered to you, you want to stand in a light puddle. If you cannot, there is 1 player per puddle, so if someone else is already in the puddle, then you will need to adjust. If you cannot find a puddle of the correct colour, please take the orb to the edge of the arena. It will explode and deal damage, however, your healers will be able to hopefully heal you through this. It is much better than the orb exploding in the group and causing damage to multiple players. And it will explode if you touch it, but anyone else who touches the orb, it does not explode as it passes through them. Throughout these mechanics, we will also have Absolute Virtue. We will also have Medusa Javelin. Absolute Virtue will be casting Medusa Javelin. This is a conal attack that will come out from the boss, so at all times we want to remain as close to the boss as possible between resolving mechanics. I will call out when each javelin will be due to take place, and please make sure that you avoid the conal at this point. The other thing is that the tank busters of AV are an AoE tank buster, so throughout the fight please do not stand next to our main tank when tank busters are going out. This will hurt a great deal. So it will be, and the tank will be looking to be standing on the A marker at all times. If there are any questions, please say no to the ready checks, otherwise, far leads we can do some ready checks just now. For the dancers, and healers can shield up from now as we always start with the raid wide. Limit breaks, 3, 2, 1, pull. As I said, first up will be a raid wide.
Meteor.
See the first colour change for the tutorial puddle mechanics.
Dark.
AV is dark, so away from the dark puddles. Get away from the dark puddles. And back behind AV. Dodge the javelin. And next will be the room split. So back behind the boss. AV is dark, so we'll be going to the light side. Everybody to the light side. Next will be a tank buster, so please do not be standing next to the main tank. And this will now be the full little mechanic. AV is dark, so we want to get close to a light puddle. Either 2 light puddles or a light puddle in a wall. And back to the boss. Next will be another raid wide, so healers can shield up. Next we will see the cast for Turbulent Ether. Please remain close to the boss as there will be a javelin to resolve before we resolve Turbulent Ether. So check if you are tethered. stay close to the boss, dodge the javelin, and then resolve your orb. Light to dark and dark to light. Don't be standing next to the main tank. And next will be a raid wide, but we won't see that. Good luck on anyone getting the minion.
I guess I remembered most of the mechanics.
And then we will move up to the final two ads of the run. If you see the cast of Properties of Darkness, please stun this.
Okay.
Otherwise, please do not use any Death Elves on these targets. We will be using these to build job gauge. Congrats on the minion.
Oh no.
And the last Strix is being pulled just now. So for any first timers, please feel free to watch your cutscenes. Party leads will mark the relevant platforms. Please do not jump down, do not enter the glowing circle.
Oh my god, this is Ozma. Yay!
And once everyone has had the chance to watch their cutscenes, we will begin Ozma explanations. But please take the time to watch this. We are not in any rush.
Wow.
Well, looks like all the cutscenes are finished, so I will begin Ozma explanations. So, our Magia tanks, or tanks in Magia 1, 2 and 3, will be the main platform tanks for Ozma. Our Logos tanks will be the off tanks. They will deal with the orbs that I will mention later on. And I would like support on platform 1, please. So, Magia tanks should have your stands on, and Logos tanks should have their stands off. And for the tanks, please make sure that you are in all tanks. Please make sure that you are in defensive Magia for this boss, which will be lightning, and everyone else can be in offensive Magia, which is earth. You can rotate your wheels to this now, because when we jump down, nobody should be targeting the boss until we are ready to go. A few things that I will explain first and foremost is Black Hole. So throughout the fight there will be various times where I will call out Black Hole, and you will move to the blue circles which are around the platform. Each party will be assigned a Black Hole buffer, which will be indicated to you by your party lead. If you are unable to reach your buffer, please go to any buffer. You do need to be standing on one at the end of the Black Hole cast, or you will be sucked out and you will not get your clear, which we don't want. For the shapes themselves, we'll start with Star Shape. In Star Shape, we will be getting shared auto attacks. So we will be standing as a party. We will also travel as a party from the back of the platform to the front, so that we are taking the shared auto attack damage. This is the shape that we will see first. We will see a knockback from the Black Hole buffer. So, and I will call out whether you are getting knocked to the front or the back. For that, please make sure that you are standing on the edge of the Black Hole buffer, not within the Black Hole buffer, so that you can control exactly where you get knocked to. And I will call out which direction you will be getting knocked at that point. In Star Shape, after the first tutorial shape, we will also get Meteors, which are large dark purple AoE markers. There are 2 per platform. These will need to be taken to the back of the platform and to the right on the A and B markers. These do not have a priority in terms of where you go, so if someone is already heading toward the A marker, please adjust and head toward the B marker. make sure that these are placed on the markers and then return to the platform to take the damage. The next shape will be pyramid shape. These involve bleeding auto attacks, so I will need a bleed beta for each platform, please. This is a healer who will stand at the back of the platform and will assuna themselves during the bleeding auto attacks. So I've got a bleed beta for platform 1, just need one for 2 and 3, it can be any healer. I have one for platform 3, just one for platform 2 now. I said all you need to do is stand at the back and assuna yourself. Thank you for that, so all bleed betas have been assigned. During pyramid shape we will also get meteors, which will be resolved in exactly the same way that they are in star shape, but we will also get acceleration bombs. Acceleration bombs, if you get one, you will see a debuff timer next to the rest of your buffs, and it will explode if you are doing anything at all when the timer reaches 0. So if you get an acceleration bomb, please move to the ring, untarget the boss, and sheath your weapon. Don't emote, don't jump, don't move, or you will do a large chunk of damage to yourself and anyone around you. If you get both an acceleration bomb and a meteor, please focus the meteor first, so resolve the meteor before resolving the acceleration bomb, as the meteor does have priority. For cube shape, it is line auto attacks, so for cube shape their main tanks will stand on the left of the platform and the rest of the party will be on the right of the platform. There will be small holy knockbacks combined with stack markers at that point. These knockbacks are about the size of a Lalafell, so please do not be standing directly on the edge of the platform when these knockbacks occur, otherwise you will fall off and that'll be a bad time. During cube shape we will also get the orbs that I mentioned earlier. At that point the off tanks will pop all your mitigation and pop both orbs around the platform, running towards your B marker. Invuln does not work, so please do not use that, just pop all of your other mitigation and run through both orbs. On platform 3 especially, this does spawn quite close to the edge of the platform, so please make sure for the rest of the party that you are hugging Ozma tightly for the orbs, just to make sure that you don't take any splash damage from that. I will call everything out as we see it, and we will the shapes can be in a random order, so they do need to be called out on the fly. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to say no to the ready checks, otherwise party leads if we can get some checks going out just now. Just a couple of things while the ready checks are going out. The geometry in this arena is a lie. There are no walls in the arena, so please be careful when walking around the platforms, as if you fall off the edge then you will die, and that is not fun for anyone. So Magicide is ready, support is ready. And Logoside is also ready, so please do not target Ozma when you jump down. Follow your party leads to your black hole buffer to make sure that you know where your black hole buffer is. And then once your party lead is happy that you know where your buffer is, then you can return to your main platform. The countdown will work a little differently on Ozma, so tank limit breaks will go out on 7 seconds, tanks will pull on 4, and then everyone else can pull on 0. So it looks like everyone is in position. Everyone take a deep breath, this will be absolutely fine. And I will begin the 60-second countdown for Ozma now.
Yay! Will be fun. I've watched the guide already and I pretty much know the fight. So I guess I should be okay.
Seconds. Tanks and casters ranged can already start in the back of the platform, and I will call out when the melee should move. Seconds. Limit breaks. 6, 5. Tanks pull. 3, 2, 1. Everyone can pull. As I said, ranged can already be in the back. And melees move out now. Melees come to the back of the platform now. And then we will move back to the front after the laser as a group. Stay as a group and move to the front of the platform. After the next auto attack, we will be getting knocked to the front. So get knocked to the front, knockback mitigation does work. And stay as a group. 3 more auto attacks. And then we will see Black Hole. And Black Hole. Everyone to your Black Hole buffer. And back to the main platforms. Start with a single movement. And we will be going to the back. Everyone to the back. Back to the front, you don't have to stay as a group. Next we will see a double movement from the shadow and then from moving to the front, stay at the front, and then to the sides. Laser and move to the sides. Bleed baiters to the back. Acceleration bombs are out. If you have one, please move to the ring. Stop casting, stop. And meteors are now out to the back and to the right. Please wait for you to the back and to the right. So we will soak the damage in the front, and then we will get a movement with more acceleration bombs. Do kill the ads do need to die, they have an enrage. And it will be a movement, we will be moving to the back, So will be acceleration bombs, and then stack in the front. And the next mechanic will be Black Hole, so you can start moving towards your Black Hole buffers. And back to the main platform. We'll get a double movement again. Starting at the front, then pop sprint, and move to the back. back to the front as a group. Healers are out, to the back and to the right. And tank left, party right. And not back to the front. And not back to the front. And ads need to die. The ads do have an enrage. Next will be another knockback. But we won't see it. Congratulations everyone. Apologies if you got sucked out.
That was a bit
And for anyone who has played for the
intense.
first time, please feel free to watch your cutscenes. You will then have a treasure chest to collect on platform number 1. And you will be able to collect your Ozma mount from the achievement window once you are back in Kugane. If you wish to see the end of the story, then you can also leave via the shortcut on platform 1, and that will take you to the end of the Eureka story. Thank you all so much for coming to join me today for my first official hosted run here on the Eurekan Academy. And I hope you've all enjoyed. And I will see you all on a run very soon. And thank you very much, as always, to my party leads for assisting us with getting through here. And thank you all for joining, and I will see you all very soon.
Where is my happy emote? Okay, I guess this is the end of my recording. That was fun. I didn't die. It's good.